morning, guys, and welcome to today's prediction analysis. If you are new to the channel, do well to like the video, do well to subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, would be great if you can join our Telegram channel. The link to the Telegram channel is in the comment section, so do well to join up as quickly as possible. We won our Telegram odds yesterday, and I think we've been winning that Telegram two odds every single day for the past 5 days. So, talking about yesterday's games, the truth of the matter is that Europa League matches are always volatile, very, very unpredictable. And the reason Europa League matches are always very unpredictable is because most of these teams aren't popular teams. They are not teams or clubs that we follow on a daily basis, unlike Champions League teams. For example, with Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, if you guys remember, I told you guys to avoid the double chance market, that game can swing. And you saw what happened. PSG Liverpool, remember, I told you people that game was going to swing. Don't go for a double chance for for Liverpool. And it happened. So it's easier to predict these teams when they're in the UCL than when they're Europa League matches. Very, very unpredictable teams. And that's why we weren't successful. So, but thankfully, today we are back. We have these league matches. With league matches, it's easy to tell the motivation, interest level, and general preparedness for a game compared to these teams from the Europa League. So, without further ado, we have four matches. I've tried to mix things up. So we have Genoa Lees. Genoa has been doing very well at home. The last time they lost at home was to Napoli, 2-1, very close match. You go to 10 games, and the last time they lost again was when they played Fiorentina. Fiorentina is a top five team. You keep expanding, and the other time they lost again was to Juventus, and the next time again was to Verona, and that was at the start of the season. So they've lost 5 times at home this season, 4 times at home this season. And three out of these four losses are losses to the top four teams. So that's how consistent this Genoa team is. And I think the reason why they're also very consistent is because they have a new coach who came in from Crystal Palace. I think this man wants to make a record. He wants to set things straight. He wants to prove a point. So you look at Leeds away from home, they are not that strong, right? Only 2 wins in their last five away matches. Then you check the standings on the table. Where is Genoa? So when you check Genoa's position, Genoa can still potentially qualify for the top, maybe let's say conference league. Right? It's not impossible. Um, if they keep winning their matches, it's possible they can, or they can finish in the top 10. If they finish in the top 10 places this season, it's going to be a massive win for this new coach. And I think that should be their motivation. I haven't seen Genoa sell a game this season. They haven't sold a game, to be honest. They've been one of very few teams in La Liga, sorry, in the Serie A that hasn't sold a game. So it's for this reason that I'm convinced that they won't lose this game. I'm going with a double chance for Genoa. So a double chance for Genoa is 1.24. The next fixture we have is from the Germany Bundesliga. It's St. Pauli and Hoffenheim. So when you check these as St. Pauli, um, when you look at them, they don't score that many goals. Only once that they were able to beat a team by three or more goals in a row, and that was Union Berlin. Union Berlin is a very weak team. Hoffenheim away from home. When you look at them, they don't lose easily. Right? They don't lose easily when they play away from home. There hasn't been any game that they scored three or more goals in a row. Let's check it out. So this was 3-1, right? They won by 3 goals to 1. So when you look at when the goals came in, yeah, 1-1, 2-1, and what happened? 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. So it's only been once, It's only been once that they were able to win by 3 unreplied goals. When they played Anderlecht, it wasn't the case. Austin Kiel, that wasn't the case. So it's only been once in their last 5 matches. But St. Pauli, it won't be that easy for them. And when you check their head to head, okay, when you check their head to head, you see that it's always very, very close. St. Pauli really needs this game. They really, really need this game. It's extremely important. It's extremely important for St. Pauli. Look at St. Pauli's position. Yeah. If they lose today, they'll drop down to the relegation places. So this is not the type of game that Hoffenheim will beat them 3-1. No. They will put up a very strong fight today. They'll put up a very, very strong fight today. So that's why we are saying that no team will score 3 or more goals in a row. It's going to be a low scoring game, probably 1-1 in 90 minutes. So, as I said, with these league games, it's often easier to predict. So, what am I going with? I'm saying that no team will score 3 or more goals in a row. That's what I'm saying. No team will score 3 or more goals in a row. The next game we have is Galatasaray and Antalyaspor. Galatasaray, they haven't been doing too poorly, but they've drawn 3 games in a row. They've drawn 3 games in a row. But let's investigate the matches that they drew. They drew Konyaspor, but that was a cup game. Okay, they don't seem to be very interested in cup matches. I've seen how they've performed. They're not very interested in these cup matches. They drew Fenerbahce 0-0, which was expected. Fenerbahce is a strong, strong team. They drew Agma, but that's also a cup match. So, but then when you look at league matches, the only time that they drew a league game was when they played Eyopspor. And this team they played is in the top three. I think they are currently third on the table. So they drew against a very, very strong team. But anytime they have played against a team on the level of Antalyaspor, I mean, look at Antalyaspor, very poor form. Antalyaspor only 1 win. Okay. And head to head shows that they always beat these Antalyaspor. So what's going to happen is they might win by maybe 1-0. I don't expect many goals. These days they try to be very efficient. So they'll probably win by just 1-0 or 2-0 at most. So it's for this reason that I'm going with a straight win for Galatasaray. A straight win for Galatasaray by 2 up. I'm using the 2 up. So if they score 2 goals in a row, this match wins. So by 2 up, and the odd is 1.26. And finally, we have Las Palmas and Alaves. So Las Palmas, too, a low scoring team. They don't score 3 goals in a row. Alaves, low scoring team. They don't score and concede 3 goals in a row. Just look at their head to head. The head to head tells you everything. Only once in 5 matches that did witness 3 or more goals in a row. So I'm going with the fact that no team will score 3 or more goals in a row. And the odd for this to happen is 1.12. So everything put together gives you 2+ odds. We pray for the very best and thank you and see you guys tomorrow.